Welcome to the WVU Sports Buzz. I'm Amanda Mazey, standing outside the rifle range where the Mountaineers are looking to add another national championship trophy to the case. That would make them back-to-back national champions. And while there is still a long way to go in the season, well, so far so good. They're 9-0 and they're ranked #1 in the country. They're taking this weekend off because next weekend they're traveling to Alaska to take on Alaska Fairbanks. Meanwhile, the gymnastics team, they're home for their first home meet of the season. They'll take on number 23 Iowa State and number 25 George Washington on Sunday at the Coliseum. For one gymnast, being able to compete in front of the home crowd has been a long time in the making.
I'm so excited. It's a dream come true. I mean, the nerves will be there, but it's going to be really exciting competing with my team in front of everyone.
You're a sophomore. You missed all of last year because you had an injury. So for you personally, how glad are you to be competing this season?
I'm so glad to be competing. I've wanted it all last year. I've wanted it my whole life, and now finally being able to compete, it's just awesome.
Your Mountaineer legacy. Your dad played football here. Your mom was a gymnast as well. Did that play into your decision to come to WVU?
Absolutely. I always grew up a Mountaineer fan, always knew I was coming here, so this is just amazing for me.
Brooklyn has competed on the bars and the beam so far this season. And 3 of her teammates are nationally ranked, and you can check out the entire team Sunday at 2 o'clock inside the Coliseum. Well, after 5 top 5 finishes, the women's track team hits the road to compete in the YSU College Invitational this weekend. Last weekend, right here, they hosted the WVU Invitational, where they established 9 season best marks. And they hope to carry that success into this weekend.
Oh, I'm very excited. We actually went there last year, so it'll be kind of a nice way to start off the season at a place that we've been, and I think that everyone will compete well after having one indoor away meet under their belt.
You placed second up at Penn State not too long ago. You've had such a successful career here. You know, are you just feel like you're hitting on all cylinders right now in your senior season?
Yeah, I'm very excited to start the season off with a good mark, and I just want to keep improving every meet on that mark and hopefully present myself well at Big 12s.
You are a pole vaulter, obviously. How do you get involved with that? It's such a specialized sport.
I first got involved, I was a gymnast actually for about 10 years before I started pole vaulting, and that kind of got me into pole vaulting when I injured myself in gymnastics. One of my high school friends actually talked me into it, and it's pretty similar with body awareness and that kind of stuff, so it was pretty easy for me to pick up.
Let's talk about your major. What a cool major you have, and what a great summer you spent with the Secret Service of all places.
Yeah, I did an internship with the Secret Service this summer in DC, and I did a lot of research projects there with them, and it was a lot of fun just to get some experience under my belt, and you know, hopefully going forward that'll help me in the future.
And tell us what that major is.
It's forensic and investigative science.
For the second straight week, Caitlin recorded a season best in the pole vault, and last weekend she finished first. Well, that does it for this edition of the WVU Sports Buzz. Thanks so much for joining us. Come back next week when we hear from the only freshman on the rifle team, and we'll hear from a member of the women's tennis team as they prepare to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'll see you then.